Okay, welcome back to our support session. This is for CHCPRT005, worked within a practice framework. My name is Sarah and I've been running the support sessions each week and then uploading them to the additional content for you all to have a look at when you have some time. Okay, we may have some drop-in support sessions over the following weeks, and I'll be in the classroom if anyone needs any extra support with an assessment task for this unit. Okay, we'll just do the acknowledgement to country. TAFE Queensland acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and respect the continuing connection to land, waters, cultures, and family that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples uphold. We pay respect to elders past, present, and future. We recognise that teaching and learning has taken place on country for over 60,000 years, and two-way learning is an important part of our reconciliation journey. Okay, so I'm just here today to provide you with some support for the unit CHCPRT005, and today we'll be having a look at assessment 3, and I'll just guide you through with some tips and pointers. After you have a look at the recording, if there's any questions or any further support you require, don't hesitate to get in contact on the SciFi email, which I'll go through afterwards. Okay, so the assessments for this unit that are due was assessment 1 was due on the 5th of May. So that should be definitely in by now. Hopefully, have your assessment 1 in. Assessment 2 was the reflective report, and that's due on the 19th of May 23, and then assessment 3 and 4, written reflection and tasks in your student logbook. And that's generally with your placement due date. Okay, so assessment 3 is reflection in action. Part A, we'll just have a look at here, is asking you to discuss where you currently work or completing placement. Okay. And how does the model of practice align or match with your own personal approach to service delivery? So some brief introduction to the type of agency you're working in or completing placement. So, you know, a few sentences, nice paragraph, just give us a brief overview. Then some indication about the framework and model of practice being used by that service. And then some C is some non-identifying information, okay, relating to the client, just in order to get context responses to questions. Okay, so that's enough. But it's essential that you do identify the framework or model of practice that's being used at your placement or your workplace, and that you make reference to how that aligns with your approach of work practice. Okay, so part B, we'll just move along. The written reflection. So part B, we've got some questions, and there's an example of this process has been given in the learner guide. So you're going to be, it can be an event, an interview, a visit. So you need to give a description of the situation. You know, what happened, what other people said, what did I do? You know, just all about the situation that began, and then says then an analysis of the situation. So, you know, critical thinking, explain, analyze, insights for the future, forward planning, and location of necessary resources for in the future. So just an analysis, some critical thinking here. So, and then now what proposed actions. So for following future situations or following events, and that sort of goes with their insights for future. What could we do differently? What can I do differently? What could be done differently? What different kind of resources would support in these situations? Just things like that. So, I mean, the answers to these questions will be individual, but it's really important that we see, that the assessors see that you have engaged in critical thinking, described your perception of the event, and just have analyze the situation and have insights for moving forward and making plans for future contacts. What would you do differently? Okay, so some good reflection there. I've added additional content, this YouTube clip here, and it's a good one for critical thinking. Eric Wilberding. It's only about 5 minutes, so you can copy and paste the link. If the link doesn't click onto it, just copy and paste it into your search bar. Always good to watch, and especially when they're like 5 minutes short little videos and short little things that just help you think that little bit further, just open up critical thinking space and analysis, because that's a skill on its own. So yeah. Okay, so some housekeeping. Follow your due dates. Hopefully assessment task 1 is already in, and assessment task 2 is due soonish. So follow the due dates. Extensions really are not given. They've got to align with the TAFE rules, and they're only granted in exceptional circumstances. So please don't rely on these to give late assessments, because they are based on merit and they have to align with the TAFE Queensland the rules. So okay, submitting assessments, Word documents only, and they must go through Connect. No sending by email, please. They won't be accepted by email. Plagiarism must be in your own words. Okay, no copy and pasting from the learner guide, no copy and pasting from outside resources, just no copy and pasting. So you can find information, read it over, and then just rewrite it in your own words. Okay, that's all we're asking you to do. Find the information, take it in, and just rewrite it in your own words. Okay, referencing. We do encourage you to reference, maybe under each paragraph, or some people like to do it at the end of an assessment, but just like learner guide page so-and-so, or this is when you can copy and paste a link from a resource that you got from the internet or an outside resource, so you can pop that in. Okay, requesting support, so email to the Sci-Fi team. I'll go through that again in a minute. And resubmissions, assessment resubmissions are all there on Connect for you. So all the information's there for you. Okay, so up and coming due date. So, well, the one that's passed, assessment 1 was due on the 5th of May, 23. So assessment 2 is the 19th. So that's 8 days. The 19th of May, 23. And then assessment 3 and 4 are your placement due dates. Okay, so they'll be individual. So don't miss the deadlines. Get your assignments in. It'll just help you with the, fluid of your study, and help with study stress. I think we've all been there, but if you get off to a good start, then you can just keep going on your study schedule and get your assessments in. Okay, so as mentioned before, please reach out for support or any questions to the Sci-Fi email, which is sci-fi.north@tafe.queensland.edu.au. Please make sure you include your name, student number, unit code, assessment number, the question or question numbers, and outline your query. It's also really important that you ensure the subject line reflects the content of the email. So no sort of attention to, or just course study, something, nothing too vague like that. So if it's assessment 2, support, then write that. Because the thing is, if we see that, then we can prioritize these emails and get back to you with the support that you need, okay, as soon as possible. So ensure the subject line reflects the content of the email. Okay, next session, so it'll be next week. Session 4 will be the 18th of May, at the same time, 2 to 2:30. No, it will not be 2 to 2:30. I'll just correct that. It will be 1:30 to 2. And next week's session is on the 18th. So Thursday, the 18th of May, but just disregard that 2 to 2:30 because it's actually, apologies, that's my error, 1:30 to 2 p.m. And it'll be on assessment 4, and again, drop in the support. Okay, well, thank you, and I'll see you all soon.